All right, welcome to part 2 of day 2's training. In this part 2, we're going to try to achieve the creation of a book using AI tool. And one of the most popular AI tool today that we call the secret weapon of digitalpreneurs is ChatGPT. So quickly, I will just share my ChatGPT with us, and then we go straight into prompting to create a book. And the book we want to create is already titled Living a Life of Impact. So here is ChatGPT. If you can see my ChatGPT, please give me a 1 on the chart. Give me a 1 on the chart. If you can see my ChatGPT, give me a 1 on the chart. Thank you. I see that 1. All right. Now, this is it. You just come to ChatGPT, very simple, put a prompt. Hello, ChatGPT. I am a digital entrepreneur seeking to write a book titled Living a Life of Impact. I need this book to resonate with everyone in my niche, Christian business education. I want the book to be motivational in nature with a powerful quote underneath the chapter, underneath each chapter, as well as few other quotes in between the chapters. Let it be very interesting to read, full of life and true life stories. Full stop. Let it also be very elaborate, lengthy, and sweet to read. Now, give me introduction for this book. Before I ask ChatGPT to drop it, this prompt is different from what any other person will use. By this prompt, I have achieved 3 things. I have instructed ChatGPT that I want my book to be very lengthy. I want the chapters to be lengthy. I don't want a scanty chapter. 1. 2, I need it to be motivational. Like, let it be a book that when you are reading is encouraging you, is motivating you. And I just gave ChatGPT the style of the book I want. I don't want a book that looks like textbook. No, I want a book that is long, like a kind of novel, and let it have quotes. Because in between, I want the book to carry quotes that people can read and do, when they are reading, they should be doing, So I just instructed ChatGPT what I want. Now watch what happens. Once I say go, first, why I ask for introduction first is that I want to see what ChatGPT would drop, the style with which it will write, if it's okay for me, because that's what I want my book to look like. So I'm going to watch. Look at what happened. Introduction. He said, every man is born to make a difference, but not every man discover why he was born. See, that opening That opening charge alone will make any reader to say, wow. You see? And as it goes down, you will be seeing there's a quote here: success without significance. Can somebody read that for me? Success without what? Significance is emptiness wearing a crown. Oh my God. Did you see that? That's a powerful quote. It says success without significance is emptiness wearing a crown. Now, if I do this book, another quote is here. It says, you were not born to the art to make a living. You were sent to make a difference. What a quote. You see that? So on its own, it will not give me a book with quotes except I instruct it to do that. What do? I just copy. I will copy from this introduction straight to the bottom, to this place where it ends, right click, and copy the introduction. Copy the introduction. Boom. Then I will go to Microsoft Word, where Coach Joseph Sule is going to be working with us shortly. And what will I do in Microsoft Word? Let me open my Microsoft Word and share my screen. Okay, this is my Microsoft Word. This is a book that is fully formatted, fully done for my friend, my pastor friend, is the PFN chairman here. Okay, so I will say new. Control N gives me a new page. Control N for a new page. If you can see my new page, give me a 2 on the chart. Give me a 2 on the chart. You can see my new page, give me a 2 on the chart. Give me a 2 on the chart. Thank you very much. I see that 2. All I need to do is just put my cursor here, paste it. Paste the introduction and leave it like that. Then I'll go back to my ChatGPT, continue my prompting. This time around, I'll show you the next thing. This is the style I use, and it makes the work very easy. As long as ChatGPT has given me introduction, it's already acquainted with the book itself. So I will say, now give me a table of contents with 12 chapters. Look at what happened. As simple as that instruction. ChatGPT now gave me chapter 1, discovering your divine purpose. Chapter 2, the power of vision and direction. Chapter 3, building a value dream life. Chapter 4, faith in the marketplace. Chapter 5, passion, the fuel of purpose. Chapter 6, the courage to start small. Now, if I look at this table of content, there's nothing like impact on it. So I will say no. ChatGPT, remember that the book is titled Living a Life of Impact. Now create a 12-chapter table of contents that speaks more about impact. Look at what happened. You don't just pick what ChatGPT give you, hook, line, and sinker. No, you know what you want to write about. So chapter 1 is say understanding the true meaning of impact. Now you are talking. Chapter 2, you were born to make a difference. Yawwa, this is it. Chapter 3, the fountain of impact, purpose, and passion. Correct. Chapter 4, the hidden force behind lasting impact. Now you are talking ChatGPT. Now that I know that this table of content resonates with what I already have in my head, and it has given me all of the 12, I will say now, using the style you gave at the introduction above, create chapter 1. Let it be lengthy and motivational, and don't forget to add those powerful nuggets or quotes that makes my readers blown away. Now give me chapter 1. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. On the chapter 1, it says understanding the true meaning of impact. Now realize that it did not start with a quote after the chapter topic, and that is what I want. It didn't give me. I will stop ChatGPT. I won't even let it finish writing this one is writing. I say stop. That thing I just pressed is stop. Please ensure that the book, ensure that each chapter starts with the topic, then followed with a quote before you proceed with the writing. Now, rewrite. You can't allow ChatGPT to be writing rubbish for you. Now, rewrite chapter 1. This is the difference between me. When you see my book, you say, wow, it's not just that I just pick anything. No, it's an artificial intelligence. You are the original intelligence. Your own originality must supersede the artificial intelligence. That makes your book different. You say, go ahead. Then it will start all over. He say, here is your rewritten chapter 1. Oh yeah, look at it. It starts now with the chapter. The quote is, impact is not about being popular. It is about being purposeful. Popularity fades, but purpose, what? Echoes through generations. Bishop Ibro Zion. Did you see that? It has just given a quote created for me that when you read it, if I didn't tell you it's ChatGPT, you would think I created that quote myself. This is how world global best-selling authors become bestsellers. I tell you, it is AI plus their intelligence that produce what they have. All I need to do is just copy. Copy. It's still writing. You can see how lengthy it went because I already gave it a prompt that I don't want one yeah. I don't want yeah kind of writing. I want a very lengthy writing. Then I will go. I don't need to show you my Microsoft Word now. I just go there and do what? Paste it. I paste it under the introduction. Boom, it's already there. I go back again to my ChatGPT. I say, now, write chapter 2. Watch what happens to chapter 2. He said, you were born to make a difference, and it starts with a quote. You see, he's now maintaining the style of chapter 1 exactly based on the prompt I gave. This is what you do continuously until you finish the 12th chapter. And in less than 10 minutes, your book is ready. The next thing you do is the formatting, which Coach Joseph Sule will be showing us how to do that professionally. If you got this and you are following to this point, please give me 1 on the chat. Give me 1 on the chat. You understand this method of how to prompt to get a powerful book for yourself, not just one half-baked book. No, your book must be loaded. When you bring it out from ChatGPT like this, and people are reading, they will not be saying, which kind of, they will say, which kind of book is this? It can't be normal. The book cannot be normal. It's about prompting. It's about style. It's about uniqueness. And this is how we roll. Thank you for those 1. I copy chapter 2, take it to my Microsoft Word and drop it there. I go back to my ChatGPT and say, oh yeah, continue work. In short, just put 3. Don't even say anything again. I just write number 3 and I say, oh yeah, Bere. Look at what happened. ChatGPT understands. And what happened? It will pick it up from where we left. He say, absolutely, Bishop. What's happening? Maybe he's tired. Sometimes, because I've been working with it since morning, sometimes ChatGPT gets tired. It's okay, write chapter 3. Look at what happened. It continues. It said the foundation of impact, purpose, and passion. It starts with the quote. So it's maintaining the style that I asked it to maintain, because I want this book to be a motivational book. I want it to follow this pattern. So I pick it and copy chapter 3. I may not copy all the 12th chapter because of time. Now you know how to prompt ChatGPT. Now you know how to maintain and correct ChatGPT when it goes wrong. You must also be watching what it's typing against the table of content it gave you initially. Sometimes ChatGPT will just go off key and start giving you a different story, a different topic from what you gave it when it becomes tired. So you must watch what it's creating, read through it to understand that it aligns with the prompt you gave. And then if it's going off, you remind it, recopy that content and bring it forward, like balance brought forward. Then you tell it, this is what I asked you to do. So I'm going to copy just these 3 chapters and I'll pass it on to Coach Joseph Sule so that we can move into the next session. Let me save the work as Control S. I'll save it as living a life of impact. Living a life of impact. Boom. Any question before I hand over to Coach Joseph Sule? That is how to create your book. Very powerful book. You just keep saying create, you copy, and then you take it to Microsoft Word. Before you know, all of the 12 chapters are complete. And they are very elaborate, very extensive, motivational in nature, looking powerful. Then you can now go through it, read it, add your own stories, remove whatever. That's how to make your book totally unique. Maybe you add a story, just read it, remove some things. If there are personal quotes you have at heart that you want to add, you can then add or remove and work on it before you start formatting. So the next session, which is the 3rd session, will be for formatting. Any question in this session before we move to the next session? Any question? Or from the previous session, if you have a question, feel free, you can unmute yourself, put on your video and ask that question right now. Thank you. I see those hand claps. I see the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Okay, in the absence of no question, I will hand over to Coach Joseph Sule, who takes us at the third session, how to professionally format your book. So, Coach, I'm going to send you the book on your WhatsApp. Let me do that right away.
All right, sir.